Hi everyone, Hannah here. So in this video we are going to finish our cover for the Dollar Tree Junk Journal Challenge, and we're also going to try out a few more products that I bought, so stay tuned. So I decided to dress up the tissue paper a little bit. I do like the different colors that you can see through the tissue paper, but I do want to add a bit of shimmer. So I've got some Finnabair wax paste in turquoise satin, which is one of my favorite colors. And it really adds this beautiful sheen onto the tissue paper. And so I'm just kind of applying it on. Now this is not a Dollar Tree product, but most of what we are using in our journal will be Dollar Tree products. Some things I already have on hand, as you might as well, and things that you have on hand, it's easier to just go ahead and use those. So that's what I'm doing here, and I'm just giving it maybe a couple of coats. The wax paste is really cool because you know, a darker color of course will add more color, and then it just adds a nice sheen, you know, just that little shine onto it. So I like that as well. So I'm just kind of adding it all over wherever the tissue paper is. So now I'm going to go ahead and glue down the picture frame. These are the cutest little picture frames from the Dollar Tree. So I'm just pulling off the back of that there, and I'm applying E6000 glue. It is some pretty tough stuff. And it does set quicker than Fabri-Tac or, you know, Aleene's Tacky Glue or even Ardena Girls Designs glue. You know, all are very good glues, and what I would consider a pretty permanent glue. It lasts a long time once it sets. And this is some elastic cord that I will be using once we finish our cover and start adding some pages. I'm going to do the elastic cord binding, which you may have seen in some other videos, and I'll be showing you in our video, probably in the next video, as we kind of scrounge up some more supplies, you know, kind of put together our supplies for the journal here. And so we'll get started on that. Now on the cover, I'm tearing off some pieces from the napkins that I bought at the Dollar Tree. I love these napkins. They are just so colorful, so vibrant, and of course it's beach themed, and that's what I'm doing for this challenge here. I'm so really excited about that. And as far as the elastic cord goes, that is a great way to, you know, you can take out, put in. So I mainly use it for my junk journals that I'm maybe quite not finished with them, and I know in the back of my mind I'm thinking I still have more to do on that, and it might take me a little while to finish it. So elastic cord is a great way. You don't have to completely commit yourself to certain items. If you're kind of on the fence about things, you can go ahead and add it in with the elastic cord, and then you can take it out and put something in. And then when you are absolutely finished, you know that you're finished with the journal, then you can go ahead and sew it in to, you know, the spine area on your cover. but I love using the elastic cords. I think they're great for junk journals that there's going to be a lot of, putting in and taking out. It's great for planners, great for, diaries and, journaling where you're going to be doing a lot of writing and then you want to replace those papers. So elastic cord is really a great way to go for, things such as that. So I'm just gluing down some more of these cute little stamps here. And I'm just using my palette knife. You could use popsicle stick, whatever. They sell those at the Dollar Tree too. They sell the pack of 3 palette knives. They sell a pack of popsicle sticks, which I will use with my rub-on transfers. So I'm just kind of using that just to tuck in some of the edges up underneath the picture frame. This idea was an afterthought. If I would have thought about it before, I would have glued these little postage stamps or napkin postage stamps, whatever you want to call it. I would have glued that down first and then come back and glued the picture frame. But, sometimes the thoughts come later and you just roll with it. So I wanted to tone down some of the brightness. I want a little more of a faded look on the cover. And I also want my little envelope that has the flamingo, I want that to be the star of the show. So I want to tone down these other pictures that are bright. I'm using gesso. It's what I already had on hand. The Dollar Tree does sell acrylic paint. So you could even use that, and you could, buy a white color and it will give the same effect, kind of a whitewash effect. That's what I'm going for here, and that will accomplish that goal as well. So these are oil pastels that I got at the Dollar Tree. I've never seen them before, so I thought I would just go ahead and try them. We've also got some watercolor paints, which I know several of y'all have seen and probably already purchased. And then this book here I bought at the Dollar Tree. I just love the images in it, so I'm just looking for a page that I can practice out some of these mediums on. So I really like this one, with the hot air balloons. So I'm going to go ahead and try out the oil pastels and see how I like them. I'm finding whenever I'm coloring with them, it's not oil, it's wax. Really, this is just a wax crayon. And so if going into it, if you thought it was oil pastels, don't purchase them. It's not really worth it. It's just a crayon. There's really no oil aspect to it, and so I won't be buying these again. I would rather spend money at another craft store, getting actual oil pastels. Hobby Lobby will run things on sale, and usually their craft supplies are on sale about every other week, and then Michael's always has the 20% off. So so I think that would be your best bet, is to buy elsewhere and use a coupon for these, because these are not oil pastels. They're still pretty, but it's not oil pastels. So I saw these pearl crayons at the Dollar Tree and I just had to get them. I love iridescent colors and, you know, just with that pearl glaze or pearl finish. So I'm going to just try these out and, you know, see if they really have that nice pearl effect that I'm hoping they have. For starters, it colors way better than the in quote oil pastels that we tried a while ago. These color way better. And I'm just doing a color combo of yellow and purple. I like yellow and purple together. It's really a nice mix of colors. As I'm coloring with it, it's not very pearly. It colors well. They do color really well and they are pretty, but I was hoping for more of a pearl glaze on it and it's just not having that. But it's still some great crayons to have if you decide to buy them. So now I want to go ahead and try the watercolors. For this, I'm going to tear the page out and just sit it on top of the book because, you know, with watercolors you have to use water and it'll soak through the paper a little bit, so I don't want to get the picture behind it wet. So I'm just going to go ahead and open up some of the colors here. And I think I'll do the blue and the yellow and the red and the white. I think that's what I'll do because I can kind of mix up some of the colors to make other colors with. So it really does paint pretty good. Now I've got mine a little bit thicker. It's not real watered down. And I really do like it a lot. So now I'm going to go ahead and try another color. I think I'll mix a little bit of the yellow and the white, which it got a little bit of blue on it too, but that's okay. So I really do like how it spreads on really well. So for Dollar Tree watercolor paint, I mean, it works pretty good. So I'm going to mix this up a little bit, see if I can get more of a transition from the blue to the yellow, and kind of bring out a little bit more of a green color to the hot air balloon. So this is a really pretty color, and I'm just going to practice with it on the background, and I'm just going to go right over these words. And for this part I am going to add more water just to tone down the color to try to, you know, make it lighter than what the color of the hot air balloons will be. And it seems to be working out pretty good. So I have to say, for Dollar Tree watercolors, these are pretty good, and they're just $1, so it really is a pretty good deal. I overall really do like them. So this is pretty much it for this tutorial. I hope that you have enjoyed it, and if you have any questions at all, feel free to let me know. Thank you so much for watching.